Hey, welcome back to the Amp Theory.
Hey, I'm Peter.
I'm Scott.
I'm J-Mac.
You know who I feel deserves the most respect in BTS? V, but this video's about Jin. Just kidding, that's just my bias.
Wow,
Here's my bias though.
Yeah, I
Jin.
came at your bias through my bias just to get back at you.
Man, that's
why you
cold.
get the
That's cold.
That's why you get the least respect on the couch
I don't give
from me.
Hell no.
Expect you the least. I'll put my arm over you.
Hell no.
Wow.
Y'all
You know who
actually-
we respect more than anybody? Sean Fox, part of our No Breaks tier on Patreon. And I will say it real quick. Sean's video last week was Jin's Dionysus video. It was up for a couple weeks, and then I figured out 2 days ago that it's blocked on our channel.
Oh wow.
So I put it over on Patreon, but it's going to be a free upload over on Patreon because it was up on the channel for so long. Mm-hmm. So Sean, if you're wondering where that is, it's I'm going to put it on the Patreon, and you see that on there, you'll be like, what the hell? This is my video.
Yeah, when you see it, you'll be like, oh, this was for Sean.
Them damn fan. It was Mnet. Those bitches.
Mnet be fucking us all the time.
Hey, so
Yeah.
Peter, I just want you to know, I do respect you. And you might think that me putting my arm on you is a sign of disrespect, but it's actually just a way for me to protect you.
From what?
The world.
What are you from the blind side? All right.
Accept it.
This is
I'm Sandra Bullock, dog.
this was sent over though by Sean, and this is BTS's Jin dance, and I think it's titled. I think the person who deserves the most respect in BTS is Jin. So I think this is maybe like a Jin underrated dancer kind of video. I think. I'm not sure, but I will put the OG link in the description down below as always. And again, thank you, Sean, for sending this over. And let's check this out, because if it's Jin content, I'm always, even though he's not my main bias, I'm OT7, and I love our boy Jin.
Yeah, and if you want a lot of Jin content, go to the channel that's called All About BTS Jin.
Literally, this channel is called All About BTS Jin.
Probably the number one place to go to.
I just want y'all to know.
Is this your burner
It also says it right here.
This is actually my burner account.
Knew it. They got Tommy.
I'm not gonna lie, the thing I'm most excited about in this is seeing the different eras of his hair.
Purple hair era is my favorite era.
Well, we kind of started off with nothing will beat that Black Swan performance at the comeback when he had the Jin Bond hair.
Jin Bond's my favorite.
Nothing will beat that, and his astronaut hair. I will say that before he went to the military, that was peak. But his hair over the years has been a work of art. It really has been.
In my opinion, the longer the hair, the better the Jin.
That's right.
Yeah.
He's like, this is aging like fine gin.
저는 개인적으로 가장 방탄소년단 내에서 리스펙을 받아야 하는 사람은 진이라고 생각합니다. 그 이유는 바로 진은 원래 댄서나 아이돌을 꿈꾸는 사람이 아니었다는 점 때문이에요. 다른 멤버들 같은 경우에는 음악적으로나 댄스적으로나 뭔가 퍼포먼스 쪽으로 어릴 적부터 준비를 하던 친구들입니다. 다들 언제든지 아이돌을 할 수 있는 그런 계열에 있던 사람들이라는 겁니다. 그런데 진은 건국대 연극영화과 출신이에요. 정말 외모 하나는 특출나다고 인정을 받아야지 들어갈 수 있는 학교가 건국대학교 연극영화과입니다. 학교의 커리큘럼이나 특성도 배우를 만들어내는 곳이라 뭐 아이돌, 케이팝 이쪽하고는 거리가 많이 멀고요. 이제 진이 아이돌을 해야겠다라고 생각을 한 것도 20살이 훌쩍 넘어서 마음을 먹은 건데, 나이가 20살이 넘어가기 시작하면은 사실상 성장이 끝났다고 봐야 되거든요. 성장이 끝났다는 거는 뼈가 굳었다는 의미예요. 뼈가 굳은 다음부터 춤을 시작해서 내가 댄서로서의 자질을 갖는다. 이거가 정말 어려운 거거든요.
That makes a lot of sense because I didn't dance when I was younger, and like now it's like when I try to find ways to dance, like when I did the Jimin one, I'm like, man, my body doesn't even move like it did when I was 25 doing these random dumb dances. Like, I think that makes a lot of sense. Like, if you're not really like your body's not really forged in it, it's gonna be more of a learning process and harder for you than it was like maybe when your bones were still developing. It's kind of what he's getting at. That makes sense though.
Yeah, I have the reverse experience because ever since I was young, I've always popped and locked it, and I've really brought it.
He locked it so hard his hips couldn't move.
No. And now you can tell with my movements that I've just been there before. You know, I'm just.
Shut up!
I think my moves can be summed up in one word. It'd probably be precise.
그렇다는 거는 내가 살아오면서 하면서 가지고 있던 자세, 버릇 이런 것들이 이미 다 굳어져 있는 상태라는 겁니다. 특히나 배우를 준비하는 진 같은 경우에는 배우들 정자세를 이렇게 많이 연습을 하게 되는데 춤을 추는 댄서 같은 경우는 약간 어깨도 이렇게 앞으로 좀 뽑아져 나와 있고 무릎도 살짝 접혀 있고 몸이 좀 구부정하거든요. 그런데 이미 성장이 끝나고 내 몸이 다 굳어있는 상태에서 댄스에 알맞는 몸을 다시 만들어내기란 쉽지 않아요. 성장기 때 하는 것보다 훨씬 속도도 더디고 노력이 훨씬 많이 필요한 작업이 됩니다. 한마디로 살면서 한 번도 안 해본 거를 도전을 다시 시작하는 거죠. 진의 실력 향상은 정말 하나하나가 모두 다 노력이라는 겁니다. 본인이 가진 그 부담감을 노력으로 떨쳐내는 스타일인 겁니다.
I will say for real, from just the things that we've watched, especially from the younger days, and I take it back to the Run BTS choreography. Mm-hmm. It's night and day, especially with somebody like Jin. Mm-hmm. He's now like if you saw him now, it's like, oh, he, like I feel like he's been dancing his whole life because he's killing it in that choreography. And later in life, I've seen his growth. Literally through these videos, so it's awesome.
I saw the potential from the jump.
Yeah, no, I think like honestly, like it's one of those situations where it's like you get somebody who is known for dance, like J-Hope, who was like prodigy from when he was younger,
right?
And just being amongst that crew, because honestly, like it's kind of like when I used to sell cell phones, right? And every year the new processor comes out, but then it makes your old processor older. And as newer ones come out, your old phone starts working a little bit better. Why? Because these developers keep pushing the envelope. And here's the thing. You got people like J-Hope, Jungkook, Jimin, even V, which we made started putting him up there because he's always on point with the choreography. Mm-hmm. And so it's like you have these great dancers who've been studying it since they were younger. And these choreographers, guess what? They're just going to keep pushing the envelope.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. And so I think...
Because other artists are also pushing the envelope.
Exactly. Yeah. So I think, one of the things that speaks to this video, the whole concept of the video, is the fact that he wasn't a dancer and he's been able to keep up with the whole choreography and shit.
Very much so.
I was gonna say like iron sharpens iron, right?
Yep.
Like you surround yourself by like people who are like in like the tippy top of their field. You can't help but like elevate yourself.
Mm-hmm. Very much so.
성장한다는 거에 의의를 두겠습니다. I'm impressed. I'm very proud of you, especially you, Jin. I can tell that you practice a lot and that you tried really hard. Alright.
오케이. 20살, 21살 연습생 되기 전까지 노래에 전혀 흥미가 없어서
솔직하게 말하면 저희 공연 첫날부터 놀고 싶었어요. 그래도 맏형이니까 또 놀면 안 되잖아요. 하루도 빼놓지 않고 춤을 췄었어. 몸을 움직여야 된다. 리듬을 타야 된다. 너무 저한테는 진짜 하루도 빠짐없이 절대 운동을 하고 나는데 정말 내 몸에도 이렇게 근육이 생기는 날이 온다면 혹시나 꿈을 잘 출 수 있게 되지 않을까. 진짜 멋있어지고 싶다. 더 성장하고 싶다.
He's really good in Black Swan. I mentioned earlier with that Jin Bond hair.
That right there would be like so hard,
right? Dionysus, I mentioned that earlier. So
Yeah,
Bro, like when we saw that original performance, that shit tripped me out
it
so
tripped
much.
me out so much. Yeah.
Yeah.
What you say?
Well, I was just, you know what's hard? I feel like sometimes for like a person who's not a dancer, it's like the most precise moves are easier because you have to get there quick on the beat.
It's
But I think what shows the growth is the
And, like,
flowing stuff.
and going from like even like a flow to something else, like to mix and match. Like that's what I'm saying. Like it's like, oh, look at his growth. Like everything he's always done, I could never fucking do. So it's like I could appreciate it a lot more because I'm like, I know I can't even try to do any of that in general. So
Well, imagine how he felt. Like it's like you're training with these peers, and then you look at
But-
J-Hope, and J-Hope's killing it. And
But
you're
you
like,
guys,
fuck.
how you mentioned earlier, like the good dancers, iron sharpens iron.
Yeah, and you know what? I don't do this much, but complimenting you guys, like sometimes, like I feel like when you guys really bring it, it makes me like want to like keep up with that too. Like you don't want to be the person who's dragging ass, you know. So if I could compliment my co-host, I would say that like just the same way I think he would feel, like I feel the same way about you guys. When you guys do y'all's thing, you know, it makes me want to do my thing.
Oh, I like that. I think you have an amazing dragon's ass.
Thanks, bro. I appreciate that. It used to be my screen name.
Hey.
Yeah, that was smooth.
Yeah, yeah.
That was real smooth. Top Jin hair.
That's a good gin hair right there.
I think too, like when you're like live and you're like feeling like that adrenaline rush, like how you said, like it might be easier for him to like know how to have to get to somewhere, but like in the heat of that moment during that performance, he can be a little bit more loose.
Yeah, and,
Like
you,
this-
and you get to feeling it
Yeah.
too.
Like
It becomes a second nature to you.
yeah, like look, like definite like moves he's got to hit, but like he's really smooth with it right here.
Yeah. And that's one of their best choreographies is on too.
Yeah, that was hard.
때도 그랬지만 저는
Yeah, they spent a lot of time on that one.
진님이 춤적으로 엄청난 발전을 했다는 걸 다시 한번 깨달았습니다. 저 블랙스완에서는 뭔가 여유롭다는 느낌이 들었어요. 그리고 이번 곡에서는 본인만의 스타일로 소화한다라는 느낌이 들더라고요. 그리고 그 스타일이 저는 좋았어요. 그래서 이제는 센터에서도 꿀리지 않는 진님의 안무 같이 봅시다. 짧지만 멤버들의 프리가 살짝 녹아드는 구간이 있어요. 그 구간에서 진님과 RM님을 자세히 보시면 두 분의 그루브가 상당히 발전했음을 다시 한번 느낄 수 있습니다. 여기 쿵쿵.
Yeah.
I lost him. Where was he? Oh, okay, I see.
And the purple right there.
Yeah.
이 연습량과 기본기를 토대로 본인만의 스타일을 내기 시작했다라면 진님이 춤선이
And he was leading that one. I like that.
Yeah.
너무너무 장족의 발전을 보여주고 있죠. 우선은 본인의 춤선이 굉장히 고르게 잡혔고요.
Yes, he's like real smooth right there.
호흡도 굉장히 유해진 걸 볼 수 있어요. 이런 프리스타일 느낌의 팝도 튕겨주고요. 특히나 이 동작에서는 센터에서 동작을 굉장히 잘 잡아주고 있거든요. 이런 동작들에서는 본인만 할 수 있는 느낌도 살려내려고 하는 편이고요. 방탄
That's a perfect example right there.
Yeah.
Because J-Hope's right in front of him, you know?
Yeah, he can like mirror him a little bit too.
Yeah.
Yeah, like go back. Okay, hold on.
Yeah, no,
Yeah.
that's a perfect comparison. Because right there, he's hitting everything. The only thing you see different with J-Hope is he does it with a little bit more flair, but that's because he's been dancing his whole life.
Yeah.
But they're hitting the same thing precise together.
Yeah.
But I want to say like you know, like Jin is mirroring him like a little bit, not like just because the choreography has to be on, but like some of like J-Hope's mannerisms in that, like the way like he like rolls,
Yeah.
like it's like one for one almost.
Yeah, and honestly, like I feel like this is great because arguably, right?
Yeah.
This is just preference. You can argue that J-Hope could be the best dancer on BTS, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then to put the best with somebody who has been known
Say
to
like
struggle,
somebody novice,
yeah, somebody
kinda.
who wasn't known for dancing, and to be back to back and to be like this is still good goes to show like all the effort that he's put into it.
Very much
Yeah,
so.
like if he's sitting there, like practicing and stuff, like when the other guys are asleep, like it shows.
Yeah.
Like the guys, they all make everything look so easy, but it's because of how much effort that they put in. And seeing these two back to back like that,
Yeah, like watch just.
At this point, it's like where it really like,
Yeah, right there.
yeah, like the footwork, everything. But yeah, like even like to the head nod.
But that's even the thing. So like I said, like how J-Hope puts a look, but J-Hope is because he's putting his own personality on it. Jin's putting his own personality on it, and he brings a sexiness to it. That's a good point.
Oh, he is worldwide handsome.
A sultriness. Purple hair Jin, baby. We've done this fan cam too.
Like, you know, like a song like this, like yeah, he's like definitely feeling it, you know.
Yeah, I love this song. I don't even listen to it. Hey, we saw that, right?
I don't know if we've seen that one. He does have great facials too. Like his stage presence is on point on a different level. Purple hair Jin, baby.
That's my favorite one, dog.
Make it right, baby. Oh. Was this a New Year's Eve performance or something?
It kind of looks like
Looks like
one.
it. Oh, that was James Corbin, right?
I think so, yeah.
He over there rolling it.
Hey. Oh.
Okay, boy, calm down.
He's like, I just unlocked this move.
Yeah.
Guess I unlocked this.
Oh, this was Dionysus. Was it Dionysus?
I don't think this was Dionysus.
No, I mean
That same
performance, right?
It may have been. Yeah, it was that big long medley that we
Yeah.
watched. Yeah.
It came in on that stallion, looking like Khal Drogo.
여러분, 진이 말이죠. 이렇게 몸을 튀기는 동작을 아주 잘 하고 있습니다. 이 버터라는 춤의 아이덴티티를 완벽하게 이해하고 느낌을 제대로 살려내고 있거든요. 진이 댄서 출신이 아닙니다. 춤을 20살이 넘어가서 시작했고, 그래서 방탄소년단에서 정말 춤을 잘하려고 노력을 많이 하는 멤버란 말이죠. 정말 실력이 초창기에 비해서 진화라고 생각이 들 정도로 많이 늘었고, 댄서로서 느낌도 찾아가고 있다고 생각해요. 그런데 이 동작을 보고 와, 잘했다, 또 늘었네, 진짜 슈퍼스타가 돼도 본인이 댄싱 라인이 아니어도 쉬지 않고 도전하는구나 이런 생각이 정말 많이 들었습니다. 저도 몸에 부상도 많고 나이도 차고 이러다 보니까 20살, 21살 어릴 때보다 몸이 금방 지치고 힘들어서 뭔가 새로운 춤을 익히고 발전시키고 이런 것보다는 내 스타일 안에서 연습을 하게 되고 생각하게 되고 사람이 그냥 이렇게 되거든요. 그런데 진은 정말 무대포구나, 끊임없이 본인의 벽을 부수려고 들이박는구나 이런 생각이 진짜 이 동작 하나 딱 보고 바로 들어버렸어요. 정말 많은 생각을 하게 만들어주는 장면인 것 같습니다. 참 배울 점이 많은 사람이다라는 생각이 들어요. 그래서 제가 진을 가장 리스펙한다고 이야기를 하는 겁니다.
Hell yeah. My respect for Jin dancing went through the roof in this one. I mean, it was already, but like even like seeing like a breakdown of this, like it kind of even hits home even more. It's like, man, like he really like the effort that he's and the time and everything he's put in, and it's working. I go back to the Run BTS. Like if you watch that choreography, he kills it. You would not think like, oh, this dude started dancing at 20. He's only been dancing for 10 years. Like, this is like, oh, this motherfucker's been dancing his whole life. I'm biasing for your boy this week.
I've known from the jump.
Shut the hell
No,
up.
honestly, like, getting to see this, like, broken down, like, a little bit, like I said, like, his growth is, like, been, like, exponential. Like, and it all goes to, like, all the hard work that he puts in. So, he's my bias. So much respect for him.
You know what does it for me, boys?
I'd like to know what does it for you, Peter.
When I protect you.
Some hard work.
Get your fucking hands off me.
Emphasis on the hard part.
Emphasis on the hard work. But and so like this really like piques my interest. You know, when somebody is not known for something or maybe struggles with something but overcomes.
Yeah.
Like, I love those stories. I think that's the underdog story is everybody loves it.
Oh yeah.
And so and so like honestly seeing this, I really like stuff like this. Because it's visible. It's visible. If you look at early Jin. And grace is something that has to be learned, and he was hitting the moves, but then as you see later Jin and you start seeing that grace in his movements and the confidence too. Because
I was gonna say I think charisma has been there from the start.
Yeah.
And like having like good charisma can like hide some of like some of your weaker areas. Yeah. So like being able to like carry himself on stage and being able to like do like everything phenomenally. Yeah. It's like being able to like build up like that dance like prowess.
Yeah,
like been cool.
And it's crazy because obviously like he had to get to where he got to when it came to dance. I think his vocal. I mean, I don't know, but I would assume his vocals have always been on point because he has such strong vocals.
Oh yeah.
But imagine having such a great face that it's like, hey.
Well, that's why
that's your thing.
I mentioned at the beginning he started off wanting to be an actor, which makes sense because of how beautiful he is.
Yeah.
But then I think that's what also helps with his stage performance and his stage presence, because somebody could be great at all these things, but if you don't have stage presence, you ain't got shit.
Yeah.
And with him, that added where they focused on his facial expressions, I think it's just more so a thing that's come natural to him, because think about it, he did probably train in acting and stuff like that and it's just kind of one of those things you can just turn on, for the camera. Yeah. So
I know it
adds to it.
I know it's kind of a joke when he like talks about like himself and he's like, I'm so handsome.
It's true.
It's like it's kind of a joke, but like there's got to be like a large part that knows that like, hey, like when I'm on stage, I'm gonna captivate everybody.
Yeah. I mean, if I was handsome, I'd be telling everybody.
I'm gonna lure you in, and I'm gonna make you fall in love.
Well, you know how like I mentioned like having somebody like J-Hope in your group will elevate you.
Yeah. I
mean, having somebody like Jin, where Jin, he's worldwide handsome, might have elevated, because we always talk about V's expressions. Mm-hmm. I know Jimin be hitting it. Jungkook, I mean, all of them, get their own little expressions in every once in a while. But shit, if you have somebody like V, Mr. Worldwide Handsome, in your group.
You mean Jin?
I mean, my bad.
He's going back to his bias.
My bad.
His bias was caught in his mind.
You know how I do,
V is in his ear like, hey, dog, like, talk about me, please.
I'm handsome. Jin.
Yeah. That's what he was saying. Where's he at? He's over here whispering in my ear.
Well, hopefully you motherfuckers get uglier, so I'm the hottest one on the channel right now. But I'm not. That's okay. I'll come with a lot of other attributes.
I mean,
I'm funny.
It is objective, right?
Slick.
Like you do have a girlfriend who is, listening to all this through the walls.
She's gonna say that I'm handsome, but she's lying like a motherfucker. But
you did it right. What?
That's why you two are the eye candy here. So and I bring all the talent. But hey, we appreciate you stopping by today. Hey, come join us on our No Breaks tier on Patreon. Just like Sean, our good friend Sean Fox, who sent this over. Appreciate you sending this over, Sean. Be like Sean. Be part of our No Breaks tier on Patreon. You can suggest a video that you want us to see. Maybe it's the underrated dancer, underrated good looks.
Maybe, but right now I want to thank Sean for, bringing my bias into their life. We share the same bias, so hey.
Scott was crying like, why don't we have gem content on the... Like the great Captain America once said, the best virtue you can have in life is patience. Sometimes patience gets you good things. Sometimes you get extremely disappointed and you wonder why you waited so long to the end of the video to watch this, but there's good stuff in there. I don't know. I fucked up.
Well, sometimes patience though fucks you up though, because you should have sold the stock when it was a little bit higher, but you waited, you got greedy, and you sold it for less profit.
All right, we gotta end this video. Appreciate you coming. Links down below. Thank you again, Sean, and we'll catch you on the next one.
Bro, I was about to go into crypto, dog.
Shut the fuck up.